My labia are not tucked in. I have no issue saying that. Yours aren't.
We got wizard sleeves. What can we say? We're related.
Oh my God, do you think it's the same side?
Oh, so you're just kind of like hanging, swinging.
Swaying and hanging.
It's Sofia Franklyn. You are listening to Sofia with an F, and the F is for phenomenal.
Alex is with me. My cousin Alex Franco, and we are recording for the very first time in my new mother effing apartment.
And it is very cute, by the way.
Okay, but very cute.
It's very cool. It's very you. And I'm excited for you to block. Is that a bad thing?
But when you walked into my old apartment, I think there was more of a wow factor coming from you.
Well, because we were on the 75th floor when I walked into your old apartment.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm walking in here, I'm a little bit
Lower to the
little
ground.
low to the flow.
But the thing is, Alex, is like, this is 2-bedroom, 2-bath, huge. You wouldn't know what this is. I don't want that to sound condescending or like you're below me, but have you ever heard of a tree line?
No, I have not.
So a tree line is when your windows show trees outside of them.
Is that like,
That's a cool thing to have.
it's not like kind of like an innuendo for like, okay, like, no, you're actually lower to the ground now, but we're just going to make it like
A tree line is a dope thing to have.
in New York.
In New York, because New York is like a little bit different. This apartment just feels like home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like you.
Yeah.
You definitely needed like
Yes.
more than one bedroom. You
Well,
need more.
Right. And also it's like, and I don't mean to cut you off. I just like, I need to go off about it. It's in this boutique building. There's like a total of 12 units. And my old building, One Manhattan Square, I can say it now because I don't fucking live there anymore, was massive. Thousands of people lived in there.
Yeah.
It was like a hotel. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And every unit looked exactly the same, like carbon copy. Yes, the view was insane,
it was.
but I almost like this view more. Which you haven't seen it yet, though. Guys,
haven't.
Alex just landed off a 6-hour flight from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And you're a goddamn trooper because you're sitting in this chair recording right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to only flying from Salt Lake City to Los Angeles, which was like walking to the nearest Walgreens.
Right.
AKA it's like an hour and a half flight.
Uh-huh.
So this one being like 6 hours was a little bit different for me.
The view is New York. Like the view that I had was skyscraper bullshit that is gorgeous. The water, like the buildings, helicopters fucking flying below my room window. This is, you look outside and it's real New York and there's people and there's a hat store across the street and a vape store, which is God really trying to tempt me. I love it. Although, how long have I been living here? 3 days?
Yeah, I would say this is day 2, I thought.
Like day 2 or 3. So it's a little bit barren and I don't know. Moving is just a little bit of a mind fuck.
No, it's the worst. One of the worst things in the entire world.
It is. It's the best, but it's like, okay, I posted something talking about my bedtime routine and how I, for some reason, cannot for the life of me get myself to go to sleep at a decent hour and have this nighttime routine. And I read everybody's responses and half of them were like, baby girl, You just moved in to a new place that you're not familiar with. You're going to bed and waking up in a random spot every day. Like, it's normal.
Yeah, it's like you're a bug that was asleep under a rock and the rock got turned over.
Basically. That's I think that's really the analogy that really like hits
I feel like
home.
it was.
I might actually purchase it. I've been thinking about it.
Ooh.
However, there is something very, very wrong with the
No.
apartment.
3 days in and there's something wrong.
I didn't realize moving in that I live on Fraternity Row.
No
Like,
way.
it's as if Alex, well, you're about to experience it tonight, and I cannot wait.
No.
When we go to sleep, and I am saying go to sleep loosely because we might not, it is so chaotic outside, so New York. I'm like in the middle of an intersection.
Yes.
It's a bunch of it's like a younger crowd out here. It's East Village. And there's all these like incredible, cool, amazing hot spots around.
Mhm.
My old place was on the water.
Right.
And kind of like in the middle of nowhere,
Mhm.
unless you walk 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Here, you walk out the door and you're at, one of the coolest bars.
Damn.
But with that comes a level of noise that is alarming. Like, it sounds, when I'm trying to go to bed, it sounds like I'm in Bagatelle or at Excess in Vegas. Like I'm in the club.
Bagatelle, what's that?
Bagatelle? It used to be like this like day club. I don't know if it's like really a thing anymore. And like they had it like it was international and they had one in Miami and I think they still do. I don't know if people like still go there. But
I don't think frat row's going to Bagatelle.
No.
Aren't people in frats like 17 to 21? Like, what's the age range here with the people that we're dealing with outside?
That's a really good question. And I'm going to say there's a good mix of college aged kids and then late 20s and then sprinkled in some people in their
some
30s.
oldies,
Like me.
some youths.
Yeah,
out there.
basically.
Well, if you can't
But
beat them.
you know what? I keep myself young.
Yeah, if you can't beat them, join them. Like, let's just meet them outside.
Exactly. However, it's kind of a fucking issue. These windows right here in the living room are what you call double pane. So the noise is kind of canceled out. Why they didn't double pane the windows in the bedroom where you sleep is beyond me.
Oh my God.
But I'm going to have to figure some shit out because it's bad.
Okay, I'm like laughing about it now, but now I'm thinking like, oh, I actually have to sleep in that bed with you. And I
Yeah.
swear if I hear like, I don't know, them having a toga party outside, I'm going to be really upset.
You're going to hear a toga party. There were people someone had their speaker out on the street and they were breakdancing. And like, that's cool. And I love it. And like, oh my God, like the riff of New York, amazing. It's just a little bit hard to sleep in it. So I'm going to have to figure some shit out. But you know what? You're here in New York. I've missed you so much. What's new with you? What's been going on? Give me the 411.
Well,
Should we just spill the tea? Should we just like go crazy?
I want to say something really quick because
Okay.
Sophia and I, we don't talk
Yeah.
for the most part,
Yeah.
unless it's about work. And even then it's like slim. So like I get my updates from editing the episodes.
Mhm.
And in one of the episodes, you boldly and confidently said that you had a club thumb, which you do not. This is a club thumb.
Oh, you have the Megan Fox thumb.
Yeah, and you were trying to take credit from that, and I just want to let everyone know.
Okay,
You do not.
okay,
You don't get to take that.
can I explain?
Yeah.
I got my nails done I asked them to do them very short for the first time in a year. And so my thumb, I wasn't used to it. And so I was like, oh, this kind of is giving, which I've never heard the term club thumb. I thought it was called a
Hammerhead.
toe thumb. I thought it was called a toe thumb.
I think that's probably what I called it. Club thumb, just
Let me see yours.
Dude, that's like some. That's a major.
So you have the Megan Fox thumb. Wait, this little bow is like really cute.
Thank you.
How do you feel about having that?
Dude, I fucking hate it. It's so ugly.
You do. Like
Every
is
time-
it in insecurity for real?
No, but like, it doesn't feel good every time I go to the nail salon. They're like, "What happened?" Oh, nothing. Just born that way. Like, what do you mean? What happened? You see all of this every single day. I do not believe that you don't see club thumbs.
There's no way they ask you that at the nail salon. There's no way.
I mean, I have my own special lady now, but you know, like going into salons.
I get a Russian manicure, and so it's 99% Russian women doing my nails, and like we're not really conversing. However, the other day I did go get a pedicure at like a random spot. The amount of times that she brought up how skinny I was.
Ooh.
Because in the Asian culture, very similar to the Spanish culture, you are just blunt when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yes.
Blunt about appearances.
Yes.
And she kept going on and on. However, Alex, what was the first thing you said when you walked in regarding my body?
Oh, it looks like you gained weight.
Thank you. Specifically where?
Like your butt and legs.
Butt and which butt?
I didn't get a good look at that front one.
Wait. I'm gonna stand up. Like for real. Look.
I don't see anything going on with the front butt. I see if you can see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back.
Okay, but so if you can't see it from the front, I think it's because
I could see the back. I could see your back butt from the front. I couldn't see the front butt from the front.
Oh shit. Wait, that just brought up something really interesting. Khloé Kardashian came out with a statement saying that when she was at her heaviest weight, that she had a major camel toe, and that was why, is because she was bigger. I call fucking bullshit on that.
Really?
I got way skinnier, and that is when my front butt started to fucking front butt. So someone's lying.
Yeah, who's lying?
It's not me. I looked it up.
Oh, you don't think Khloé Kardashian's lying? I find that hard to believe that a Kardashian's lying. What are you talking about?
It's not like if you gain weight, your pussy gets fat.
I'm trying to see what's going on.
But if you lose a ton of weight, your existing pussy is going to stand out more and look more predominant, aka more like a butt. Which last week I interviewed Jessie and Demi from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. What is it called? Vaginoplasty? That's not what it's called. Labiaplasty.
Did you see it?
I didn't see her vagina, but I didn't say this during the interview, and I love her to death, and I have nothing bad to say about her.
Of course.
There was a little bit of this like vagina shaming element to it. Like, even when I made a joke, which by the way is I got from you, because you used to refer to yours as the wizard sleeve, and then I was like, fuck, I got a wizard sleeve.
Yes.
And when I brought it up to her, she was just like, oh shit, like maybe you need a labiaplasty.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah.
I mean, that just goes to show you the LDS church and like what the ideologies it puts into your head, and like
that's such a good point.
Because they can't like go and drink and do drugs and do heroin and shit like that, so they do like they mutilate their bodies and shit. And by mutilate, I mean get plastic surgery,
right? But also because they're held to this beauty standard that is just ridiculous. It's like, oh, if you don't have a slit as your vagina, like that's wrong.
Exactly.
And I think it is tied into the faith a little bit. A lot of it.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. But I just wanted to bring that up because I have girls write in all the time being like, oh my God, I think my vagina is so ugly. And like, I watch porn and like, vaginas don't look like mine, blah, blah, blah. It is normal for your, I don't know if it's the inner or outer labia, maybe both, to not be completely tucked in.
Yeah. Isn't it like aren't you more prone to things if it's
tucked in?
Yeah.
Wait, really? Like infections?
Maybe not infections. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's like, no, I think it being longer is like more
maybe
like lubricating.
Oh,
there's like
I
a
could
reason
see that.
Either way.
Right.
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons to both.
For sure.
But actually zero cons.
Zero cons.
My labia are not tucked in. I have no issue saying that. Yours aren't.
Just one. Well, but one. We got wizard sleeves. What can we say?
I know.
We're related.
Oh my God. Do you think it's the same side?
Is it the right side or the left?
I can't remember.
What do you? Okay, so your shit is not a wizard sleeve. You got a hot dog bun. What do you mean you can't remember? You're like 41 years old. You don't know.
That's true. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I have 2 wizard sleeves.
Oh, so you just kind of like.
I think it's just
swanging
and hanging. But do you understand that women feel like that is ugly and wrong? And the way that Jessie spoke about it differently, right? She's had children. That fucks your vagina up, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure for a lot of women it does. But there is nothing wrong with having fucking meat curtains.
Yeah. I mean, I remember being so self-conscious about it up until like I was probably 22.
Right.
Like even as a kid, we all fantasized about taking scissors and fucking chopping that shit off. Or is that a solo experience?
That's like a little bit of like a self-harm, a little bit of like
I remember talking with my friend Leah
and just
like we like bonded over like being so self-conscious and thinking this is so not normal that like I would literally wanted to take scissors.
No,
as like a child, which is so fucked up.
Which is so fucked up, but they're literally plastic surgeons are taking scissors and doing it. So maybe it's not that fucked up. Yeah. But I used to be so self-conscious about it. And then I met a real man. And then I was like, oh, real men fucking are down with pussy. And ever since that, I'm like, let's fucking go.
Who's the real man?
Well,
which one are we talking about?
There's been
because are we talking about a real boy or are we talking about a real man?
We're talking about a real man. Real man for sure.
And unfortunately, that's what it took for you to like, be confident with it. But it's true. The reason, or at least for me, the reason why I was self-conscious about it was because like, oh, someone other than me is going to eventually see it, that being a guy. And then until like, it's like, oh, okay, he actually didn't say anything about it or,
Or he was super into it.
Exactly.
I dated this guy, and when I say dated, I fucking loosely fucked around with him way back when. And I remember he made a comment, was like, oh, like you have whatever, flat, whatever.
Oh.
And he said that he used to never be into that. But then after me, now he's obsessed and thinks it's the you know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How obsessed is he with me?
So he still is. He still DMs me. Dude, that guy got me in fucking trouble, remember?
No, I know.
He like called me like 4 times about you.
He calls everyone to this day. The whole reason I'm pointing that out is not to be like, oh my God, I'm that bitch. I'm just saying, like, your vagina, no matter what it looks like, is fucking perfect.
It is.
And if you're dealing with a dude who's like, ooh, I don't like that,
it's because he's gay.
I agree. Gay.
Sorry. And that's not a bad thing.
No, but it's a fact.
It's just that you don't like vagina.
Yeah, it's just factual. I don't give a shit if you have flaps, if you don't have flaps, if a flap is longer, if a flap is flapping, like it's
Flappy bird.
Yes, it's all good. It is all good in the hood.
You know me, I like to fly solo, and by that, I mean braless. Not because I'm part of the itty bitty titty committee, but because I cannot stand the fidgeting and adjusting and readjusting, and still my bra does not fit right. But then I went on a date recently and I picked up this Skims Ultimate Bra that you guys have been seeing all over the gram because I wanted to show off the girls, all right? And yeah, I'm a size B, arrest me, but a little push-up never hurt anyone. And once again, Skims never, ever, ever fails, and I will die on this hill. It is worth the hype. Shop Skims bras at skims.com, now available in 62 sizes, 30A up to 46H. If you haven't yet, be sure to let them know I sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select my show in the drop-down menu that follows. I really hate to admit this, but after a night of drinking, I don't bounce back the next day like I used to. I can either have a great night or a great next day. But with Z-Biotics, a pre-alcohol probiotic, I can have both. I mean, it's like my prayers have been answered. Their probiotic was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. This is a proactive solution that wards off feeling miserable the next day instead of a reactive approach like drinking electrolytes or eating greasy food. I was skeptical at first, not gonna lie, but I figured if I'm gonna be drinking anyways, why not? I took the pre-alcohol, did my thing. I woke up the next day elated, went straight to personal training, had an amazing workout, had an incredibly productive rest of my day. I am taking the Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic every time I drink. Join the movement of empowered women choosing Z-Biotics for fresher and more productive mornings. Enhance your mornings with Z-Biotics. Go to zbiotics.com/Sophia to get 15% off your first order when you use Sophia at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with 100% money back guarantee. So if you are unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/Sophia and use the code Sophia at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, Z-Biotics, for sponsoring this episode and our good times. Really quickly, I did kind of drop like a
bomb on my episode with Allie when I was talking about the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and this. I'm just going to straight up say it. John, like the Bible, my best friend, was severely bullied by Tate, who is Taylor Frankie Paul's ex-husband.
Oh my God.
They lived in the same cul-de-sac and he severely bullied him for being gay. And I decided to bleep that out in that moment.
Yeah.
And then people kept asking. And then I was like, why the fuck? Okay. He decided to do that and I'm going to say it. And that's whatever.
Yeah, you don't need to protect
Tate. No.
You don't need to protect him from anything.
No.
He knows what he fucking did. And he still continues to do similar behavior, I feel like.
All the bleep, 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 bleep. His name is Tate and it's Taylor Frankie Paul's ex. I mean, hopefully he's changed and he's grown and he's learned, but that was him.
Okay, so let's go back to you asking about like me living in LA and my life or whatever, an update.
Yes, give me an update.
So you guys know I text Sophia probably often and I get like a text back, once a month, once every 2 months. But there's this one message that I think you missed a while ago that I think you'd be really interested to hear about.
Hit me.
I've met my crush. It's not a celebrity. I met my famous crush, like my ultimate.
Yes! Fuck off!
But we're bleeping that because.
Why?
No, we're bleeping that.
Why?
Because I'm like going to parties that he's at and he's going to see this.
Babe.
We're bleeping it. Keep going.
Whatever. You have been talking about him since the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like the beginning of time.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I butchered it.
Why? What'd you do?
Okay. So I saw him while I was at work. And I looked fucking good, so I can at least give myself that. But he was with his mom, so I like really couldn't like do anything crazy.
He was with his mom?
Yeah.
Did he look just as good in person? Better? No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
How old is he again? How old is he?
I think he's 21.
Oh my fucking God.
In dog years. This just like shows you like the caliber of like, I'm like, oh, this is my celebrity crush. And you're like, oh, like how old is he? I'm like, oh, he's 21. Like that's like the celebrity I'm dealing with.
Okay. That's fine though. But you grew up on TikTok, so like it makes sense.
Musically.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Okay. Anyways, so he's with his mom. They go to Erewhon. Because like I work outside, so I'm just like watching.
Okay.
I'm not watching, they're just there, okay?
The way you just said that sounded crazy. You're like I'm working.
I work outside.
They're in Erewhon, but I'm outside.
I work outside. I saw because he was walking outside with his mom. I was like, you know what? This is my one and only chance. I do not care that I'm on the clock right now. I am going to walk over there and say something.
Shut up. I'm so proud of you right now.
Like I had to. I was like shaking so bad. I had like 30 minutes to think about what I was going to say. Like, because I don't know. I was deciding if I was going to go or not. I had a lot of prep. There was time to prep.
Okay.
So I'm like standing at work. I'm like, I'm just going to go. I literally just left my post, walked over.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Alex?
No, dude, no.
Alex!
I go up to him and his mom. I'm literally turning beet red and I don't care. No! I said...
Hi, my name is Alex.
Worse.
Okay.
No, please.
Alex,
God.
what did you say for the love of God right now?
I said, can I say hi? You know what I wanted to say? Sorry for interrupting. I don't care. I'll admit it.
I can't breathe right now. I can't breathe right now.
The amount of times I was like, oh, this is going to happen in my lifetime.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to meet this guy. We're going to hit it off, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That.
So you said, can I say hi?
To him and his mom sitting there.
What did they say?
Yeah, of course. Like, what?
Did you ask for a picture?
No. I'm not a fucking psychopath.
Okay, so that's not even bad.
No, I just like was talking to him because he's a streamer.
Mm-hmm. Which
so I am too.
you.
So I was like, oh yeah, I follow you on Twitch. I don't even know if I said that I followed him. I was just like, oh, I just started streaming. Like, I just wanted to say hi, blah, blah, blah. Like, nice to meet you. And like, okay, you guys have a great rest of your day. But the entry line.
You know what? I don't hate that. You know what? It has personality. Imagine if you walked over and you were like, hey, huge fan. Or if you walked over and you said, hi, just want to introduce myself. My name's Alex.
Here's my number.
Like that. Like, I kind of like your intro line. That had personality.
Thank you.
A lot of personality.
A little too much, but
no,
maybe it's memorable.
There's no such thing. At
bleep. So we had one of his, or I don't know if they're still friends, but like one of his like really, really good friends on. And like,
oh, right.
Why I like to this day, I'm thinking, why the fuck didn't I mention it to him?
I'll text fucking right now and ask.
Are we delusional besides yes?
Should we call right now?
No.
For fun?
No. He has a girlfriend. I have a boyfriend.
Also, what do you mean he has a girlfriend? What am I going to be like, oh, he's fucking 19. I'd be calling.
This is like my age, if not older, I think.
Okay, well, his girlfriend should not have an issue because I'd be calling to be like, hi, we have a question about one of your really good friends.
Let's put a pin in it. I just really wanted to tell you that story because like if you saw that text, like, hey, I just met blank blank, like you would have had a field day.
Right. That is a good story. That's what living in Los Angeles
is all about.
That shit is gonna happen again
and
again and again.
Dude, it's so funny because like I asked, well, I don't, I've only asked one person for a picture, but like I see like,
was it me?
I don't think I've ever asked you for one of those.
Okay,
it's different, Sophia, but I love the enthusiasm. Like I see like really famous people all the time.
Like me.
Like, I don't know, this like one director and like Tyler the Creator. I don't know, just famous people.
Ooh. I would die to see Tyler the Creator. Die.
Just, okay, so think people like that caliber. Think of like people that like I see. Like Cody Ko's co-host. Like I see him like every single day, I swear.
Really? Like where does he hang out?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
Because you're going to steal all my spots.
By the way, I am 45. So these are literally like people I would babysit.
You don't know who Cody Ko is? And
no, I know
that guy?
No, I know.
I don't know what his co-host name is, but like I just know his face.
You know where people are like always rolling up? Corner Bar.
Where's that?
Where like the place I used to always go to by my old apartment.
Oh.
Gigi Hadid, Bradley Cooper.
Okay, but that you're dealing with like actual credible. I'm over in Los Angeles. I'm dealing with
TikTokers, but the thing is TikTokers are now the celebrity.
Yes. Okay, and the other thing is like, haha, it's really funny that I went up to him and I was like, hi, can I talk to you? But I've already been to like 2 parties that like
he's been at.
Yeah.
Could we like slide into the DM?
Please.
Wait, really?
Dude, I feel like he's untouchable. I wouldn't try.
Wait, does he have a girlfriend?
I don't know. He's mysterious.
You know what's so like this is just me being like straight up. Honesty is the best policy, and it's the sloots listening. It's never worked for me. Every time I've slid in the DMs,
For like romantic reasons or for coming on the podcast reasons? 'Cause I would say a lot of people have come on the podcast.
For coming on the podcast, yes. Romantic, no. However, I do have a story I want to tell. So in the past few months, I was like not serious at all, but just kind of like loosely dating this guy.
Okay.
And we were just having fun. We would go on dates here and there, but it was also like very much just like friendship vibes
Okay.
with a layer of
benefits.
yes. And I, I had like minor feelings for him. He definitely had feelings for me. We spent like this weekend together that was really fun. And we got back to New York, and I have a serious issue and I'm really trying to work on it, which is the issue that you brought up, which is I don't really respond.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know why I do it. I want to get better at it. It doesn't mean I don't care or I don't love you or I don't blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's like something I'm really working on. I wasn't being as communicative with him. I don't know, maybe for like 2 days after we got back, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There was also a moment where he like kind of snapped at me, which is just completely unacceptable, especially that early on.
About what?
Like we got in like this really stupid argument about something, and then I got a little bit in my head and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm fine." But you know me, I'm going to ask it 5 more times. Yeah. "Wait, are you sure you're okay? Are you sure?" And then he went, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why do you keep asking?" That's like a trigger for me.
For sure, because the only reason why you're still asking is because you're obviously needing a little bit more of reassurance. You're not asking if he's still okay because you believed him the first time.
Right. Because I know there's something not okay.
Yeah.
And I want the reassurance. And if we're going to be just totally transparent, I grew up in a household that was very turbulent. And my dad growing up was not sober and would randomly have outbursts.
Yeah.
And had major like anger management shit that would come out of nowhere. Like I will never forget this one time. We were eating dinner, me, him, my mom, and out of fucking nowhere. Like I think it's cuz I didn't want to eat the vegetables that were on the plate. And he went over to the wall and ripped the phone off the wall and just like lost his mind.
Holy shit.
And obviously that was probably like a drug fueled thing. So I'm very, very sensitive to people like, I don't know, just freaking out of nowhere, or like I'm always kind of on eggshells, like waiting for something like that to maybe happen. So I get very obsessive when I'm around people and just making sure, like, are you sure you're okay?
Yes.
So for him to snap at me, especially this early on, was kind of like bruh. Ick.
Like ick enough to like, ooh, we need a little distance.
Thank you. We get back, and 2 days later, I get this text from him. And the text basically is like, "Hey, I've had so much fun with you. You are an incredible girl. I just I want to be serious with someone, and I need someone who I can actually spend time with and, have consistent communication with. And therefore, I am going to start talking to other girls.
Wow.
My response was totally respect that. The dating scene sounds crazy. And, you know, let's maybe still be friends, like whatever works.
I would not respond like that, but keep going.
Do you think he meant what he said when he sent that text message?
Of course he fucking didn't. He like put you like, it was like a hook, line, and sinker.
It was the equivalent of a girl being like, I know like we're not a couple, but like I think I might go to, I don't know, Sorrento with like this big group, and then we're gonna take a yacht, but I just want to run it by you just because like I want to be respectful, aka I'm trying to make you jealous, aka so that you
react
exactly. And I didn't.
No.
And that wasn't me playing a game, that's just because that's the bitch I am.
Yeah.
And so then the next day he calls me and he's like, like I was like smoking so much weed and like I really got in my head, and like I didn't really, he didn't even say, he's too immature to even like acknowledge that he didn't mean what he said, but
yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
This is I'm like, no, it's too early.
What?
I don't know. I went on a date with this new guy and things kind of like feel a little bit different. I think that's a great place to leave off.
You're gonna leave me hanging?
Mm-hmm. I think so. It's the first time in a long time that I think it might be something real.
Oh.
So I don't want to jinx it, and I'm still processing it, and we're just going to leave it at that. Sloots, I love you. Alex, I'm so happy you're here with me. You're going to be here with me for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bust out a few more episodes because you know what? You are the co-host with the most.
I was.
Well, you still are.
Still am.
You are right now. And I love you. Where can they find you specifically streaming?
You can find me on Twitch at AlexFranco_meow. Also on TikTok Live.
Oh.
Also on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram. AlexFranco_meow.
Can you guys please follow me on TikTok?
Dude, your TikToks have been slaying.
I know, but like
I laugh.
But I need the follower count to like go up because like that's the currency now, you know? But
It's
also
true.
YouTube, guys, you can watch this entire thing on YouTube, subscribe, and I will talk to you next week. I love you so much. Goodbye.